Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. So y'all, I channeled a song. The song that I channeled, it's called Law. It's by Yo Gotti. And I think E40 is in the song as well. I don't know, somebody you know could be from Memphis or California. Something about Memphis or California could be significant. But I'm not going to go into the lyrics of the song because they're very explicit. But I am going to, like read the meaning of the lyrics of the song. So, Yo Gotti's Law featuring E40 is a street smart track detailing the chaotic consequences of messy relationships and reckless behavior, often stemming from sliding in the DM. So something about Instagram can be significant. Something about sliding in somebody's DMs. I don't know. Somebody could be, like receiving some type of chaotic consequences of, like some type of messy situations and some reckless behavior. And it has something to do, with, online relationships or, dealing with people online or, sliding in people's DMs. It acts as a cautionary tale to hustlers to avoid petty drama that leads to legal or personal issues. So I don't know. Somebody could be going, like through some type of petty drama or, like somebody could be going through some type of legal or personal issues. And it has something to do, with like the law in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The lyrics focus on women, thoughts, causing trouble, seeking fame or money, a come up, after interactions with Gotti, leading to unnecessary drama. And Gotti is a rapper. So somebody could be a rapper, somebody could be into music, or somebody could just be well known. The song highlights the need to be cautious about who you associate with and to handle business without getting caught up in legal or law trouble. Similar to his hit Down in the DM, this song explores the fallout of reckless, unfiltered communication and quick, often risky encounters. The music video reinforces this by showing Gotti in a courtroom scenario, illustrating the literal and figurative law consequences of reckless, petty, and doing the most behavior. So, I don't know, y'all, but I feel like that, that is going to resonate with somebody. But let's just hop in and see what is going on. At the bottom of this deck, we got worried. So somebody, could be worried. It could be, like a feminine energy. Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody could be worried about like some information being released. Somebody could be worried about like some type of communication being released. Somebody for somebody could be worried about like some type of music being released. So when it comes to especially hip hop, like people like they do diss tracks and things of that nature. So that could be what somebody's worried about. But somebody definitely is worried about something being released out here. But when it comes to like this kite, because like kites are when like people that are like locked up, like how they communicate. So somebody, could be worried, because somebody, could be being released. This could be, like from jail or prison. Mm. Mm. Ooh. We got the LGBTQ community card that came out. So I don't know. Somebody, could be worried, that somebody, finds out, that, like they're a part of the LGBTQ community. Or, somebody, could be worried, that somebody, could find out that they're bisexual, gay, lesbian. Or somebody, could be worried because, like they put some information out, and so, like they're worried, that, like it's going to come back to bite them, which I really feel like that, that's what somebody really is worried about. They're worried about, some information that they put out. Somebody could be a Pisces or Aries. Somebody also, like they communicated some stuff when it comes, to like half of a group of people, but not the other half. Or somebody, communicated, like told a lie, to like half of a group of people, but not the other half. Somebody's numbers are going up as well. So this could be, like somebody's record sales could be going up. Like somebody, could sell products, and so somebody, could be selling a lot more products. Somebody's, like viewers could go up. Somebody, like somebody's followers could go up. But it's something about, like somebody doing too much, you know what I mean, to cause, like their followers, to, go up, or to cause, like them to have more subscribers out here. So, it's something about, like somebody also being worried because, like somebody else is, getting an increase in followers, subscribers, increase in their finances, increase, like increase in something. Or somebody's worried that somebody's about to. So somebody, could be trying to, like interfere, with, what, like what's about to happen, for somebody. Something definitely is about to take off for somebody. But this is also too the ancestor card. So there's an ancestor that definitely is around somebody for sure. But Takeoff was a part of a group called Migos. It was a rap group. So something about some friends are involved in something out here. I don't know. There could be some people, that like they say that they're involved, with somebody's Takeoff, but they're not. Like they could be walking around saying that they're the reason why somebody, like is in a position that they're in, but they're not. But there's also somebody, like they're trying to deny, like some type of involvement in something out here. It could have something to do, with somebody getting SHOT, because that, looks like a bullet. But I feel like I'm also picking up too that, somebody has dodged some type of bullet out here. Something about a miracle is significant. Yeah. This is the lover of Jesus, follower of God card. So, somebody, somebody could be a lover of Jesus. Somebody, could be a follower of God. Somebody, somebody, like, they subscribe to a higher power, or, like somebody knows, that, like there is a higher power, when it comes, to, life in general. Something about, like somebody being saved from something. Somebody definitely, the Most High God, could have intervened, on somebody's behalf to save them from something. It could be, from being crossed in some way, shape, form, or fashion. For somebody, it could be, from passing away. It could be, save them, from, like getting involved in something out here. I don't know. There could be somebody that's a part of the LGBTQ community that definitely, could pass away. But there's also somebody, that, like, they're religious. Somebody else could be, like spiritual. So somebody, could be trying to, like go up against somebody, Somebody doesn't like the fact, that, like somebody, is into spirituality. Or somebody doesn't like the fact of what somebody believes in out here. Somebody's crazy. Or people, have been calling somebody crazy, but I feel like somebody's not tied too tight upstairs. And somebody, is on the DL for sure. So something about, it's also some information, that, like somebody, is worried about, coming out, or somebody, is worried about somebody, like getting that information, but I feel like somebody already knows some information. Yeah. Something about CPS is significant. CPS could get involved in something. The police could get involved in something. Yeah, and somebody definitely, could be nervous. But I'm also picking up too somebody wants somebody to be nervous about something out here. Something about protective custody as well. Somebody, could be in protective custody. CPN. Credit privacy number. Marketed as a way to get credit with a clean slate, but it's often a scam using stolen social security numbers. So somebody, could be out here scamming people using, stolen social security numbers. Something about, CPN. It says, and is illegal to use in place of an social security number. However, CPN can also mean certified pediatric nurse, a nursing credential. Somebody, could be a nurse. Yeah, in finance and credit, it's a scam. In healthcare, it's a certification. I feel like somebody definitely could have tried to use a CPN to do something out here, and that's what they're nervous about. Somebody could have tried to use a CPN to rent a home or to get a home or something like that. Somebody definitely has been doing a lot of illegal things out here. CPNs are often associated with credit repair scams and are not legitimate substitutes for your social security number. And using them to falsify information is illegal, potentially leading to fraud charges. Though some landlords might accept alternate proof of financial stability if they're misinformed. Landlords need your real social security number and credit history for background checks. If you have bad credit, focus on legitimate credit repair. So something about somebody having bad credit, somebody doing something illegal because of some type of bad credit out here. I don't know. It's giving me too. Like somebody could find out that their social security number was being used. Yeah, somebody definitely could be on the run, or somebody definitely could be trying to run from whatever this is. But it's the end of somebody trying to run. But something about like somebody doing something like on the internet. But somebody definitely they crossed somebody out here, or somebody could find out that they were crossed. Somebody definitely is in a sticky situation. Somebody definitely somebody needs an attorney. So something about like somebody like going to court or having to go to court. Ooh. Somebody, like they could have released somebody, broke up with somebody, separated with somebody, and somebody, could be trying to get some type of revenge on somebody, but I feel like like it could backfire on them. This is crazy. Somebody definitely has been acting like that they're booked and busy, but I feel like somebody possibly was booked and busy, with scamming, doing illegal things, and somebody has legal matters. There could be, yeah, like some information, you know, that, yeah, like it get exposed. Somebody possibly, yeah, they could try to expose some information, you know, and this could have something to do because somebody, you know, yeah, like they want to get a divorce, you know. But somebody definitely, yeah, they have legal matters. It could be, you know, when it comes to a divorce. It could be when it comes to, you know, like property. Somebody, you know, could have, you know, like criminal legal matters. Somebody, you know, could have legal matters when it comes to like paternity or child support. I feel like that there is a lot of stuff that, yeah, like is like backfiring, or something has backfired on somebody, and yeah, like a lot of things are taking place now. And whoever this is, yeah, they feel like a jackass because, yeah, like they were getting played. They were manipulated. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have manipulated somebody with lies. Somebody, yeah, they were trying to, you know, yeah, like to control somebody, or somebody, yeah, was, you know, yeah, like literally controlling somebody, you know, yeah, possibly using something, you know, to make somebody do something. So this is like, yeah, like somebody having some type of blackmail, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, somebody's like, oh, well, you better do it or else. But I feel like the, yeah, like either way it goes, somebody was still going to, yeah, like expose whatever they were, you know, yeah, like holding over somebody's head. That's why somebody feels like a jackass. Yep, and somebody has some type of bad credit. Somebody definitely, yeah, credit card scams because it's a credit card. Somebody definitely done cause somebody to have bad credit, or somebody done cause somebody to have some type of debt. Somebody's also unemployed out here. So they're good. Yeah, the law could be trying to figure out, well, if you don't have a job, where are you getting this money, or how you got this house, or how you got this car. Too late. Shocking news. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to get rid of some evidence out here. There's also somebody that definitely, yeah, they're nervous because they feel like that somebody's going to come forward, or they feel like that somebody, you know, is going to like go tell somebody something. But they're also nervous because, yeah, like they know that, yeah, like their little game is over. I feel like that there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they, you know, ended something with somebody. They released somebody. And I feel like that, yeah, like they definitely, yeah, mad about it. They don't want the game to be over. They don't want, you know, yeah, you know, like the breakup to happen, the divorce to happen, you know. And so I feel like that, yeah, out of revenge, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, like they do something. And so, yeah, in their mind, you know, they're thinking, you know, that, yeah, like they're going to get the last laugh. But I feel like that, yeah, like they don't realize, or they didn't realize, you know, that, yeah, them trying to get revenge, you know, could backfire. And that's why, yeah, they're in that worried and nervous energy. But somebody also, yeah, they could be nervous because, yeah, they could have been trying to get rid of some type of evidence out here. And so, yeah, maybe somebody, you know, yeah, they were trying to get rid of some evidence, and they could find out, you know, that, yeah, like they didn't really get rid of all the evidence. Somebody, you know, could have gotten rid of some evidence, but, yeah, like they still left a trail of evidence. Yep. And somebody definitely is about to receive some bad news. I feel like that somebody definitely is about to find out, you know, that, yeah, somebody was trying to get revenge on them. And so, yeah, like they put some information out on somebody. But it's kind of giving me, yeah, like somebody's like, well, I did everything that they told me to do, you know. And, yeah, somebody still, yeah, put the information out on somebody. I feel like that there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they could have gotten tired of somebody, or they've gotten tired of living a certain type of lifestyle. They've gotten tired of being controlled. And so maybe they were like, yeah, well, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And so, yeah, whatever, you know, that they possibly, yeah, were expecting to happen, yeah, it's happening. But somebody also could receive some bad news that, yeah, like somebody has passed away out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could receive a phone call. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody trying to act like that they don't have any involvement with something. Somebody trying to act like that they don't have any strings attached to something out here. Or somebody, yeah, like they don't want to have any involvement with the law, or they don't want, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, has been trying to cover up some stuff. Yep. And I feel like it's too late. So they can no longer cover this up, you know. They can no longer, yeah, like run from the law. They can no longer avoid this, yeah. This is also giving me too, yeah, like after somebody, yeah, like, like decided to get their life together, then that's when, yeah, like something, like happens, so after somebody, yeah, decides to divorce somebody, then all this stuff starts to happen. Somebody, yeah, they could have, like try to get revenge on somebody because, yeah, like they feel rejected. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like telling a story, or like giving some information, and yeah, like it was rejected, you know what I mean? So this is like somebody, going to the law, and telling the law something, but yeah, like they don't know that the law knows that they were involved, but they're trying to act like they weren't involved and try to give some information, and the law is looking at them like, you must think we dumb, don't you? Do you not know that this is 2026? We have cameras that can see, satellites that can see everywhere. We got cameras, all around the city. Yeah, somebody's dumb out here. But there's also somebody or some people that, yeah, like they rejected some information. They could have rejected somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So there could be somebody that rejected, somebody, or rejected, some information. Somebody, could have, yeah, rejected somebody that was a blessing in disguise to them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, basically they rejected the blessing, and now they're stuck. Yeah, now they're in their feelings. There's also somebody that possibly, yeah, they could receive some bad news, but it's after, yeah, they did something. Somebody definitely, yeah, they realized that they should have used some type of protection out here, because that's a condom. But somebody also thought that, yeah, like they were protected, from, yeah, like whatever this is. Or somebody thought, that, yeah, like people were going to protect them, Somebody thought, that, yeah, somebody was going to keep it real with them. And somebody's finding out that, yeah, somebody didn't keep it real with them, So whoever this is, they could be finding out, that, yeah, whether I, yeah, did what they told me to do or not, yeah, they still put the information out. But, yeah, there's a situation that definitely is about to explode. Some stuff definitely is about to pop off. Yeah, and it could be because, yeah, like somebody's closing out a cycle. But somebody definitely, yeah, they bit off the forbidden fruit. So somebody, did something that, yeah, like they know that they shouldn't have done. Yep. Somebody also, yeah, could be, like closing out a cycle. So going back to divorce, separating, breaking up, And somebody, possibly, yeah, they know that somebody, was into somebody else. They know that somebody, has good chemistry with somebody. They know that somebody has great vibes, with somebody else. So whoever this is, they could be trying to get some type of revenge, or they could be trying to, cause, like problems to happen, so that, yeah, somebody won't be into somebody, or so that somebody, like they won't be able, to, yeah, like move to the next level when it comes to their life. But somebody definitely, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is crazy, or somebody, yeah, like they're not tied too tight upstairs. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be dealing, like with depression, but it's something about, yeah, like somebody, like so depressed, about, yeah, what's going on, like, yeah, like somebody knows, yeah, that something's coming. Yeah, the police. And I'm also picking up too that, yeah, not just that, but somebody, yeah, like they know something is about to happen because, yeah, the game is over, somebody, like is closing out a cycle. Yeah, but again, somebody doesn't want to have any strings attached to something out here. Somebody, yeah, they've been acting like that they don't have any strings attached to something, and yeah, people are about to find out that they do have a lot of strings attached to whatever this is. But I feel like that there is somebody that has already closed out a cycle. So it goes back to, yeah, like somebody dodging a bullet, you know what I mean? So yeah, there is somebody that don't have any strings attached to whatever this is. Yep. And somebody is a impersonator out here. So somebody possibly, yeah, they've been, like scamming. They've been using social security numbers. Yeah, it's giving me identity theft, identity thieves. Somebody, has been, yeah, acting like somebody on social media. Somebody definitely, yeah, they've been doing the most on social media for sure. And somebody definitely, yeah, somebody's losing sleep for sure. Somebody definitely, yeah, they're worried, heavily worried. They're definitely, yeah, replaying events over and over in their head, and they definitely, yeah, they're thinking about somebody out here. But I feel like somebody, has, said, like a game is over, or like I'm not playing that game, with them, or, I'm choosing, to, go a different route. Yeah. Somebody has closed the cycle out. So I feel like whoever it is that closed the cycle out, I feel like they're in, like like a focused energy, you know what I mean? They're just focusing, on the next, like steps, when it comes to their life. I feel like this is somebody else. This is somebody that somebody could have released out of their energy. This is somebody that definitely ain't ish for sure. But I feel like whoever this is, they could be finding out that somebody in their life ain't ish. Yeah, somebody definitely accepted some type of dirty offer out here. It's too late. Somebody already accepted a dirty offer. I'm also picking up too that somebody definitely they were given some type of like dirty offer to do something, and they thought that like all the I's were dotted and the T's were crossed, and they're finding out that all the I's were crossed and the T's were dotted. Yeah, because the police is involved. Somebody literally, could have took some type of dirty offer, like from the police. So something about, like somebody making a deal, Somebody definitely, could have, like had actual intercourse, with, like a police officer is also what I'm picking up. Somebody definitely, somebody's worried and they're nervous out here. And then we got divorce at the bottom of the deck. So going back, to somebody, somebody chooses to close the cycle out and get a divorce. And so, somebody decides that they want to get some type of revenge on somebody. It could be a groupie. Or, there's somebody, that, they were messing with multiple people. And they were married too. You know what I mean? I feel like it's some people, not just one person. It's some people that are nervous and worried. Yeah, because on that worried card, it was a feminine energy. And then on this nervous card, it's a feminine energy. Yeah. Somebody definitely, they've been walking around like they're, like a spiritual being out here, but they're not as well. Yeah. There's some spiritual chaos that's going on amongst some people. But I feel like that these people cause, like some type of physical chaos. But I'm a firm believer of as above, so below. So if there's some spiritual chaos going on, there's physical chaos going on. Somebody definitely, they're going through an ego death out here. I'm also picking up too that like somebody has bruised somebody's ego. So that could be why somebody, could have tried to get some type of revenge on somebody. But somebody's life is on a downward spiral out here. Yeah. But somebody already knows the tea. Somebody already knows, that somebody's losing sleep. Somebody already knows that somebody ain't ish. Somebody already knows that somebody took some type of dirty offer. Somebody already knows, somebody already knows some stuff. Somebody already knows that they were crossed. So it's too late for somebody, to try to bring forth any type of offer. It's too late, for like somebody, to try to rectify the situation is what I feel like. It's too late, for somebody, to try to, like say that they, like didn't have any strings attached to something out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could try to bring, you know, some type of dirty offer to somebody, but somebody, you know, could have somebody blocked out. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody blocking out some information, or somebody, you know, yeah, like trying to run from the law, trying to, you know, yeah. So somebody, you know, could be receiving a lot of, you know, like phone calls, you know, from, yeah, like numbers that they don't know. Somebody, you know, could be trying to block it out. For somebody, it could be the law. But there could be somebody, you know, that somebody has blocked out. This could be on social media. This could be, you know, like, yeah, like in their phone. I'm also picking up too that, yeah, somebody, you know, was trying to cause some type of heartbreak for somebody, but somebody already, yeah, like, so this is like somebody, you know, like, yeah, like, I'll show them, you know, so yeah, this is what I'll do. You know, when somebody thinks that somebody's not over somebody, so that's why somebody wants to, yeah, because I know that they still love them, I know that they still want them, but somebody didn't already release somebody out of their energy, and somebody didn't already healed, you know, from, yeah, the situation. So whatever, you know, they could be trying to do to somebody, you know, yeah, like, it's not, you know, yeah, they realize that, yeah, it backfired, because somebody don't care. So somebody, you know, yeah, they exposed somebody thinking, you know, that, yeah, like somebody was going, you know, yeah, explode, you know. And I feel like yeah, there's a situation that's about to explode, but yeah, the person, you know, that they could have been trying to, you know, like, yeah, like, I'll show them, yeah, they ain't showing that person nothing. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to dig up some dirt on somebody. Or somebody feels, you know, like, yeah, like there's some dirt that's being dug up on them. But the law definitely, yeah, the law is looking for some information. The law definitely, yeah, could be looking for some evidence. Because if y'all see, they're like digging in dirt. I don't know, somebody definitely, yeah, could have tried to, you know, like, yeah, like use some type of dirt, you know, to do some type of ritual or some type of, you know, yeah, like voodoo on somebody is also what I'm picking up. We got family. So this could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody's family. I feel like that there is a lot of people that are worried and nervous out here. Somebody, you know, could be trying to look for dirt on somebody, and it has something to do with, yeah, like somebody's family. Or this is somebody, you know, that somebody had a family with. Or this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like knows, you know, somebody's family out here. I'm also picking up too that, yeah, like there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, they could have thought, you know, that, yeah, like, again, they crossed every T and they dotted every I when it comes, you know, to, yeah, keeping something hidden. And I feel like that, yeah, they could be nervous and worried because, yeah, somebody already knows some type of T, so they could be nervous and worried and trying to figure out, you know, yeah, how somebody, you know, already knows, you know, yeah, like some type of T. Somebody's dramatic out here. Somebody's very dramatic. So, yeah, somebody did too much. But I'm also picking up, too, that, yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, could have released somebody, you know, out of their energy. And so, yeah, they're trying to cause drama, you know. Somebody's a drama magnet out here. And they're a traitor with this Darth Vader. Yeah, somebody's a sore loser out here. Somebody's a sore loser, so somebody done lost out here. But yeah, Star Wars. So somebody, you know, could be a star. Somebody, you know, could be well known. But something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like, yeah, like trying to wage some type of war. This could be a street war, you know. This could be, you know, yeah, like, you know, like a Twitter war, you know, social media war. But I feel like the law definitely is involved in whatever this is. And somebody possibly, yeah, could be about to pass away. Or that's what somebody, yeah. Somebody is worried and nervous, that, yeah, something is going to pass, somebody, that they're going to pass away. Or somebody, is worried and nervous, for them to find out, yeah, like how somebody passed away is also what I'm picking up. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to be living in, like, heaven on earth out here. So something is definitely, yeah, turning in somebody's favor. And then we have a magician. So somebody's worried and nervous because they definitely, yeah, they were doing some magic out here. Something's old. Or somebody, is old and outdated. Somebody, is washed up. Yeah, some magic, that, yeah, somebody, could have been doing. It's old, it's outdated, it's washed up. Or, yeah, like it's not working. Yep, and then we have private investigator. So there is a private investigator. Somebody, could have hired a private investigator. But yeah, we do have the law out here. So it could be a detective as well. Somebody, could be, like older than somebody or some people in the situation. Somebody, I'm also picking up too, yeah, somebody being an old soul. Somebody, like knowing the game. Somebody, knowing, the ins and outs of some stuff. This could be just be, yeah, like somebody knowing the ins and outs of the law, But we got flamboyant. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be bisexual or gay. It could be like an older person. Somebody, could be older again. I don't know what older means, but somebody, could be older. But I'm also picking up too that, yeah, something from the past. Somebody's trying to cause some type of drama because of something from the past, something that's old. But somebody's old, somebody's washed up. Yeah, somebody out with the old, in with the new. So that could be why somebody, could be trying to get some type of revenge. Somebody's also dehydrated. Somebody needs to drink water. Somebody, could drink a lot of alcohol, or somebody, yeah, like could mix pills and potions is what I'm picking up. But somebody, yeah, somebody dehydrated, which means, yeah, somebody's thirsty. So somebody's thirsty for some energy. Somebody's thirsty for attention. Yeah, thirsty boots. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be famous out here. Or, yeah, somebody's thirsty to be famous. Somebody, could be into stocks. Somebody, could be a stock trader. But somebody, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, they were thirsty to be famous. Or somebody definitely, yeah, could be famous out here. Something about a famous magician is significant. Or somebody, yeah, somebody, was doing, some stuff trying to be famous. Somebody, could be around a lot of, like famous people. Somebody, could be, yeah, an influencer out here. Somebody could be a famous influencer. Or, yeah, somebody, yeah, they just want to be famous. Or somebody hangs around with a lot of famous people. I don't know. But somebody definitely, yeah, somebody, could be being looked at as a clown. Something about somebody being washed up. Somebody, yeah, like could be posting stuff on social media, like trying to get some attention, but they looking dumb, you know what I mean? And they don't even realize that they're bringing, yeah, like negative attention, like to themselves. Negative attention to, yeah, people around them, a negative attention, like to the illegal stuff that they're doing. We got an Aries, Taurus, Cusper, so somebody could be an Aries, Taurus, Cusper. But somebody has major holes in their story. So that could be why somebody's worried, why somebody's nervous. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be having recurring dreams. Recurring dreams of them passing over. Recurring dreams of somebody passing over. Recurring dreams of them being crossed, or, yeah, them crossing somebody. We got Leo. You could be a Leo or have Leo in your chart, or there's a Leo involved. We got doing spell work. So, yeah, somebody's doing spell work. So somebody literally, yeah, could pass away for doing some type of spell work. But somebody's also worried and nervous because, yeah, like they could be facing some type of felony charges. It could be because, yeah, like they're worried and nervous that, yeah, like some information is going to be released and they're going to be facing felony charges. But I feel like that, yeah, some people already know some tea out here. Yeah, and whoever this is, they're just too blind to see. But somebody definitely, yeah, was crossed. And yeah, they're facing felony charges as well. They were too blind to see that, yeah, people, you know, yeah, around them, you know, yeah, were crossing them. Yep, we got a Taurus. So you could be a Taurus, I have Taurus in your chart, or there's a Taurus involved. Something about a GUN is very significant. Yeah, and somebody definitely, yeah, could be in a dilemma. Whoever this is facing felony charges. They're in a dilemma because, yeah, they got crossed. They're in a dilemma because, yeah, they fell for a story. They're in a dilemma, you know, because, yeah, they possibly, you know, yeah, could find out that they were set up. Because somebody definitely, yeah, spoke to a detective out here. Somebody, you know, could have had multiple conversations with a detective. So, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, they've been manipulating people. And whoever this manipulator is, yeah, they're being stopped in their tracks. Wow. But then we have physical upgrade. So whatever somebody, you know, was trying to do, yeah, they were trying to get some type of physical upgrade. They were trying to get some money, you know what I mean? Yeah, somebody crossed somebody for some money out here. I feel like somebody, you know, was crossed, yeah, for multiple things, but definitely, yeah, money. Somebody spoke to a detective. I don't know. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have taken some type of dirty offer. They could have, you know, like taken some type of bribe out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, was proposed an idea, proposed an offer. And I feel like that, yeah, they accepted it. So, yeah, it's too late. And so, yeah, whatever's going on, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, it's not your problem. There could be somebody, you know, that somebody was married to that could have spoke to a detective. Is also what I'm picking up. Or something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, trying to get some revenge on somebody. Because somebody, yeah, wants a divorce. But whatever's going on, yeah, it's not your problem. Somebody definitely knows that somebody, yeah, is like doing better without them. So somebody, yeah, has released somebody. And somebody knows that greater possibilities awaits. So if somebody, you know, yeah, tries to, you know, like, yeah, like propose some type of idea or some type of offer, somebody needs to know that greater possibilities awaits. So yeah, good things come to those who wait. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to bribe somebody out here. So we got divine timing at play. So yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that divine timing is at play when it comes to, yeah, this situation. Somebody wasted time. Somebody wasted time. Somebody, yeah. Somebody, yeah. Somebody, you know, could be facing felony charges. And it could have something to do with some stolen information or some stolen property. That's why somebody's in a dilemma. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have spoke to a detective. So somebody definitely, yeah, could find out that they were crossed by somebody. I feel like it's somebody that they thought that they could trust. It could literally be somebody that somebody was married to. Yep. So everything that, yeah, like they have done is definitely, yeah, being exposed to whoever they are. Yeah, and they were trying to, yeah, cover up what they were doing. Somebody, you know, thought that somebody, you know, would cover for them. Or somebody, you know, yeah, They're in a dilemma, so they're going to try to use somebody as a cover-up. But I feel like somebody dodged the bullet out here. Yeah. Whoever this is, they're losing power. They're losing credibility, and they're losing respect. So, the pride goes before the fall. So somebody's about to take a fall. I don't know. Somebody, thought that somebody was going to, take, like a fall for them. Is also what I'm picking up. Yeah. Not only, it's not only is this person losing power, credibility, and respect, they also block their blessing. So somebody, could have been a blessing in disguise to this person, but they blocked their blessing. They were too blind to see that somebody was a blessing in disguise, or they were too blind to see, that the Most High God, was trying to show them, some stuff. They ignored it. We got a Cancer, so you could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart, or there's a Cancer involved. Somebody definitely was lured into a bad situation, and they definitely thought that somebody was going to cover for them, and they're realizing that they were sadly mistaken, and they lost control of a situation. We got to store your money. So somebody definitely could find out that somebody definitely stole somebody's money out here. So somebody could be in a dilemma because of it. Somebody could be facing felony charges because of it. But it's not your problem. We got a Scorpio. We got a Capricorn. We got a Pisces. It's a lot of people that could be facing felony charges, or it's a lot of people that are in dilemmas, or it's a lot of people that block their blessings. It's a lot of people that definitely could be receiving a healthy wake-up call out here. There is some people that definitely they betrayed somebody because they needed money. And all these people could be losing power. They could be losing credibility and respect. Or whoever this is, they could have betrayed multiple people because they needed money. But somebody's pride definitely goes before the fall. So somebody definitely is being told to stay cool, calm, and collected, because I feel like somebody's about to receive some information. Somebody's about to, I feel like the justice is definitely about to be served, on somebody's behalf. So somebody just being told to stay cool, calm, and collected. There definitely could be some people, that could be being served like some papers. Somebody's being told to stay cool, calm, and collected because, somebody's about to receive some good news, while somebody or some people are receiving, like a healthy wake-up call out here. So the healthy wake-up call is, that they, are facing felony charges. But there is somebody that definitely, they want somebody back. Or it could be multiple people that want somebody back. But I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. Because it could be somebody, that, that blocked their blessing. It could be somebody, that's doing spell work. So somebody, could be, trying to do some type of spell work, trying to get somebody back. But, they lost control of, their spell work. Somebody, could have, told some people that somebody was doing spell work out here. But I feel like that there is somebody or some people that are doing spell work. And somebody's in the closet. We got Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius. I have Aquarius in your chart, or there's Aquarius involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have lost control of a situation because, yeah, like they were oversharing information on social media. Somebody, could find out that, yeah, like a karmic was doing spell work. You know what I mean? Somebody, yeah, somebody does spell work in the closet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, somebody don't want people to know that they be doing spell work. But everything that they have, yeah, everything that they have done is being exposed no matter what. Whoever it is that wants somebody back, yeah, they thought the karmic was the one, but they were wrong. But I feel like like whoever this is, they already blocked their blessing. They're in a dilemma. They're facing, felony charges. It's all type of stuff going on. So somebody definitely is just being told, to, continue to protect their energy. But I feel like somebody also dodged a bullet. But it has something to do, with, like somebody, like releasing, like somebody or some people out of their energy. Releasing some people, There also is somebody that definitely, they could try, so it's giving me, like somebody, wants somebody so bad that they'll, post, like somebody on social media, you know what I mean? But somebody, like they've already, walked away, they've already, gotten into a whole new relationship. So somebody, could try to like post, like some pictures of somebody, on their page, trying to make somebody, think that, like, they want somebody back or they miss somebody, which they possibly, could. But I feel like they didn't dot their I's and they didn't cross their T's. Yeah, they crossed their I's and dotted their T's. Yeah. And so, they're in a dilemma. And it's not your problem. I feel like that whoever this is, this is somebody, that somebody, could have tried, to, give some advice to. And they blocked it out. They ignored it. That's also what I'm picking up. But like it's multiple people. So there could be multiple people that, they could be dealing with some issues, and it's still not your problem. But we got sexuality issues. So somebody definitely, could have sexuality issues out here. Somebody, could expose, that somebody, has sexuality issues. And, they could be trying to, act like that they're not affected, but they really are. But somebody definitely, they was digging up dirt on somebody. And I feel like like they could have found out, some information, but it's not, the information, that they, like were looking for. And I feel like now they're nervous and worried. But it's also giving me too, like somebody digging up dirt on somebody and like they don't know that, like everything that they're doing is being exposed. We got energy draining spells. So somebody definitely, somebody, could have been doing energy draining spells on somebody. I feel like somebody possibly, they did, like they was doing some spell work and they didn't know what they were doing. And then they went and, looked into, like doing spell work or doing spell work, against certain people. And that's why they're nervous and worried as well, because, they realized that they did, the spell work on the wrong person. Somebody definitely, is going to pass away. And whoever this is, they're on a decline. Their finances are on decline. Their health is on decline. Their career, their relationships. Nothing's going right for somebody or some people out here. But I mean, that's usually what happens, when like you're not fully aware, of stuff that you get into, you just walk, through a door and you don't know what's through that door, somebody, entered into the danger zone, but like they weren't paying attention to the sign outside of the door that says enter at your own risk. They were just looking at the door because it looked good to walk through. We got a cousin, so somebody's cousin could be involved. Somebody's cousin could be one of these worried and nervous people. Somebody's cousin could be involved in doing some type of energy draining spells. Somebody's cousin, could be, like bisexual or gay or lesbian. Somebody's cousins, finances, health, career, and relationships are definitely, yeah, on the decline. But it's giving me, yeah, like somebody's cousin, you know, like setting somebody up, or somebody's cousin, you know, yeah, like you know, like speaking to a detective, you know. So it's giving me, yeah, like rat energy. But somebody's cousin's life could be going up in smoke. So yeah, there's a situation that's about to pop off, and it has something to do with, yeah, somebody's cousin. Somebody definitely, yeah, could like smoke a lot, you know. Somebody could, you know, like smoke a lot of cigarettes, or somebody's, you know, could smoke a lot of ganja, or yeah, somebody, you know, could be smoking a lot of something else. But that's why they're on a decline as well. But we got end of a cycle. So there's a cycle that definitely, yeah, is ending, but we already talked about that. So this is giving me too, yeah, like somebody releasing and ending cycles is causing, yeah, people to be on decline. But it's giving me, you know, yeah, releasing people out of their energy. So yeah, if somebody, you know, has cut the cord, somebody has released some people out of their energy, and yeah, like they're doing energy draining spells because somebody has cut the cord. Yeah, whatever they're doing, you know, it has to go somewhere. Yeah, you know. But I feel like somebody didn't know. Somebody didn't know that, you know, yeah, like after the cord is cut, yeah, like the cord is cut. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, like not wanting to have strings attached to whatever they were doing. But yeah, there's no way out. There's no way to not have strings attached to whatever they were doing, because it's showing. You know what I mean? So yeah, somebody, you know, could be walking around like they're unaffected by whatever they have been doing, but people could see it. They're being affected by, yeah, whatever they have been doing. Because their life is going up in smoke. Yeah, everything, you know, is declining in their life. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, pretends to be somebody that they are not. So going back to, yeah, identity thieves, going back, you know, to you know, yeah, like somebody using somebody's social security number, somebody, you know, walking around like that they're famous but they're not, you know, somebody walking around, you know, like everybody know them, but yeah, the only reason why people know them is because, you know, they're a scammer. People know this person as a rat, whatever, you know. Yeah, somebody also is walking around like that they, you know, yeah, know what's up with that, you know, spell work, with that magic, and yeah, they don't, but they about to find out. But somebody just needs to be aware, because whoever this is, they're on a decline, and they could be wanting to, yeah, like play catch up with somebody. They're dehydrated, they're drained, they need some energy, they need, yeah, they're thirsty. So somebody just needs to be aware. I don't know, somebody, you know, could find out, you know, that somebody's pregnant out here as well, with the end of cycle. That could be what somebody's nervous about. But there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they want to play catch up. But somebody needs to be aware, because whoever this is, either their anger could lead them to commit a crime, or yeah, like their anger, you know, has already led them to commit some type of crime out here. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, has been sending somebody the evil eye. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they've been doing energy draining spells, or they've been, you know, yeah, you know, they could have watched, you know, like been an observer but not a participator, but they're still, yeah, guilty by association. Whoever this is, yeah, they could have been, you know, like walking around like that they're spiritual, but they're not. They could have been walking around, you know, yeah, like you know, yeah, like this is somebody that definitely, yeah, could be involved in some type of group sex situation. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to get somebody involved in some type of situation out here. But it's giving me, yeah, like somebody already dodged a bullet. Or there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they you know, lied on somebody, you know, in a very bad way. But it goes back to, yeah, somebody already knowing some type of tea out here. Yeah, whoever this is, they're plagued by guilt. We got a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so there's one involved. We got still in love with you. So there could be somebody that could be trying to play catch up that, yeah, claims that they're still in love with somebody. But I feel like that whoever this person is, yeah, somebody is a play cousin or something about, yeah, like somebody, so this could be, like somebody, could call somebody cousin, but they're not really their cousin. You know what I mean? That's also too what I'm picking up. But there is somebody that wants somebody back. There is somebody, that, yeah, like they could say that they're still in love with somebody. But I feel like too, going back, to, yeah, somebody, like ending a cycle with somebody. So the person that they're ending a cycle with, yeah, they could be trying to get some type of get back on somebody, or they could be trying to get some type of revenge on somebody. Whoever this is, yeah, like they possibly, yeah, like never truly opened up to somebody out here, but I feel like somebody already knows some information. One thing that somebody knows about whoever this is, yeah, like they're not to be trusted. Or, yeah, there is somebody, that, yeah, they were meant to be a blessing to somebody because, yeah, like they revealed some information to somebody. So somebody could have told somebody or some people that such and such can't be trusted, such and such can't be trusted. But, yeah, they ignored, yeah, the blessing. So basically they blocked it. Or, yeah, they ignored the information. And so now they're, yeah, in a dilemma. We got karmic and friends. So, yeah, it's a karmic. They can't be trusted. Their friends can't be trusted. Somebody done got involved, yeah, with some people. They can't be trusted out here. And, yeah, somebody's karmic and their friends are definitely, yeah, doing spell work out here. But somebody also needs to be aware because, yeah, there could be a lot of people that could be trying to play catch up with somebody. But yeah, well, when it comes to, yeah, like some type of, yeah, weak ass spell work or whatever they were doing, yeah, somebody has a shield of protection around them. So yeah, if somebody has a shield of protection, it's giving me, yeah, like a protection bubble. So yeah, whatever, people are throwing at somebody, people doing energy draining spells, whatever they're doing, yeah, it's bouncing off of somebody, going back to, yeah, whoever this is. But somebody also needs to know that there is some favor that's being granted to somebody. So going back to, yeah, like somebody dodging a bullet, so yeah, that would be, like some type of favor, that, yeah, the Most High God could be granting to somebody. But there could be somebody, some people that, yeah, like they want to play catch up with somebody because, yeah, there's some favor that's being granted to somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, somebody, could be, like could have some type of addictions out here. Yeah, I definitely picked up on, yeah, pills and potions. So yeah, somebody, could try to say, that the addictions made them do the spell work, or the addictions made them, like, yeah, do whatever it is, that, yeah, like they had been doing. There's also somebody out here that's afraid to set boundaries. And so that's why, yeah, they're in a messy situation. Yep. But there is some favor that's being granted to somebody. So, yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, their ancestors are getting them prepared for something out here. Yep. And somebody's also in a messy situation. Because, yeah, like they choose to stay stuck in a cycle. This could be a like a certain type of lifestyle. This could be, like, yeah, when it comes, to, yeah, like living, like some type of street life or criminal life out here. But somebody definitely needs to be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, somebody, could have a fatal attraction out here. So I feel like there's somebody, yeah, Somebody, yeah, is going to turn into a fatal attraction. But I feel like there is a fatal attraction. Somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah, because whoever this is, that's the one that ain't, yeah, playing. Yeah, they're not playing with a full deck of cards. Yeah. This is somebody that can snap. Y'all know Snap, the TV show. So, yeah. I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. But it's something about, yeah, like somebody, saying that addictions made them do something. And it has something to do, with, yeah, like, like their anger leading them to commit a crime. So, yeah, whatever somebody does, it can make them angry as far as their addictions. And it could lead them to commit a crime. It could lead them to, yeah, like snap out. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, could be having some type of mental breakdown, but it could be because they're plagued by guilt. It's because of, yeah, some stuff that they have done. Yep. And they're definitely, yeah, it's somebody, some people that, yeah, like they wanted somebody to make a clown of themselves. I feel like that they still want somebody to make a clown of themselves. But whoever these people are, yeah, they're making a clown of themselves. Somebody wants somebody to play catch up with somebody because they want somebody to fail. So I feel like somebody just needs to, yeah, protect their energy. Because whoever this is, yeah, they want to cause somebody to fail. They just don't know that, yeah, there's some favor that's being granted to somebody. So whoever these people are that are stuck in this cycle, yeah, they're going to be deeper and deeper and deeper stuck. As a matter of fact, yeah, that's why somebody's facing felony charges now. Yeah. Somebody wants somebody to make a clown of themselves because somebody possibly, yeah, somebody, yeah, they got paid to expose some information. But at the end of the day, yeah, regardless of what they got paid to do, regardless of what they've been doing, yeah, everything that they have been doing is being exposed. There is somebody that definitely, yeah, they want to reappear after years of ghosting somebody. So somebody definitely, yeah, left somebody hanging or somebody ghosted somebody. Yeah, they realize that they listened to the wrong people. But oh well, because whoever this is, their life is about to be permanently chaotic, and they're not going to be able to come back from this. And whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, they were trying to block somebody's creativity. Whoever this is, yeah, their mental health is deteriorating. Yeah, whoever this is, they could snap. They definitely, yeah, could have a mental breakdown. But whoever this is that wants, like somebody to make a clown of themselves, somebody's name is being spoken in rooms that they are not in. But I'm also picking up too that, yeah, there's some people that definitely, yeah, were speaking on somebody's name. In a negative way. Somebody's family doesn't like somebody as well. So somebody, yeah, they realize that they listen to their family about somebody, and they could be realizing that, yeah, like their family, doesn't like somebody. That's the reason why, yeah. Yeah, some stuff, was said about somebody. But when it comes to whoever, like this message is for, yeah, like you've been been through a lot to get where you are. And so I feel like yeah, where you're going, you know what I mean? One, these people can't, go with you. That's, yeah, whoever this is that wants to play catch up, And two, yeah, wherever you're going, yeah, favor is being granted to you to get there. Yeah, you're definitely, yeah, about to receive a spiritual level up out here. Somebody, yeah, possibly, yeah, they didn't open up to somebody when it comes, to, yeah, like their family not liking somebody. But I feel like yeah, somebody already knows, whoever this is, like somebody knows that, yeah, like their family don't like them. Somebody knows that, yeah, people, yeah, somebody, yeah, but somebody knows that whoever these people are, yeah, they operate in their south node. Yep. Somebody's karmic and fringe, yeah, they could have been gang stalking somebody. Somebody's family, could have been gang stalking somebody. That's what they've been trying to do. Somebody definitely, yeah, they've been using fake accounts, pretending to be somebody that they are not, trying to gang stalk, trying to harass, yeah. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, everything that they have been doing is being exposed. So not just, yeah, what they have been doing to somebody, but yeah, what they have been doing, period. Going back to the very beginning of the message. Somebody using social security numbers, you know, illegally, or using CPNs. Yeah, all type of stuff. Yeah. And when it comes to this spiritual level up, when it comes to, yeah, where somebody's going, yeah, somebody's attracting prosperity in their life. That's what these people don't want to happen for somebody. But somebody, yeah, somebody wants to play catch up because, yeah, like they see that somebody's attracting prosperity in their life and their life is on a decline. And whoever this is, yeah, they're too old for mind games. So somebody's cousin is too old for mind games. This karmic and friends is too old for mind games. Whoever, you know, like this message is resonating with, you could be too old for mind games. But yeah, whoever these people are, they're washed up. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, yeah. Or like, yeah, like out with the old, in with the new type of deal. These people, yeah, they're stuck in a cycle. So yeah, they're stuck on the old while somebody, yeah, is getting prepared for the new. But yeah, divine intervention is definitely, yeah, at play. And they're definitely, yeah, they're South Node people that definitely, yeah, have been trying to violate somebody's boundaries. And so, yeah, enough is enough. That's the divine is stepping in saying enough is enough. So, yeah, that's another reason why favor is being granted to somebody. We got friends. So, yeah, somebody's so-called friends are involved, but we got karmic and friends out here. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like somebody, but yeah, they don't know, yeah, they don't like somebody because, yeah, somebody has been through a lot to get where they are. While people, yeah, they ain't been through nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah, but they, you know, yeah, they walk around and say that they've been through everything. They walk, yeah, going back to, yeah, like somebody has holes in their story. So yeah, people walking around, you know, saying that they're this and they're that, and yeah, people are finding out that they ain't nothing but liars. And they're finding out that, yeah, their plate is empty. But there are people, you know, that, yeah, that, like, they want, you know, to, yeah, play catch up with somebody because, yeah, their plate is empty. But remember what everything that's going on, you know, in these people's lives, yeah. And the fact of the matter is, I feel like the last move made was the worst move that, yeah, somebody could ever make because, yeah, they set off the spiritual alarm. So that's why the divine has stepped in. It could have something to do with, yeah, gang stalking somebody. It could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, getting paid to expose, you know, like some information. Yeah, Judas. Be aware of the Judas energy. But somebody definitely, yeah, somebody knows that they were Judas. Somebody, yeah, somebody smiles up in somebody's face all the while they want to take somebody's place. Yeah, it's a backstabber. But we know how, yeah, we know what the Bible says about Judas. How it ends with Judas. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, surrounded by a lot of negative influences out here. So somebody definitely, yeah, they allowed, yeah, some people to negatively influence them. Yeah, because they thought that somebody was a punk pussy pushover. But yeah, who's being exposed? Yeah, the punks, the pussies, and the pushovers. Yep. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, it's your vindication day. So somebody's name is being vindicated. I think we talked about that yesterday or the day before yesterday. We got a Gemini, so you could be a Gemini, have Gemini in your chart, or there's a Gemini involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have violated somebody's rights in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Yeah, they did it because, yeah, their plate is empty. Yep. And you could be seeing the angel number 711. I think we picked up on that angel number in the message earlier. Yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that they are being assisted on their journey. So it goes back, you know, to, yeah, the message earlier, you know, talking about, somebody, you know, could be about to receive some apologies from a lot of people. But yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, their life is about to be permanently chaotic, and they're not going to be able to come back from it. While somebody, yeah, it's about to be somebody's vindication day. Yep. There definitely, yeah, are some people that should have never thought just because somebody's quiet that somebody, you know, is weak, a punk, pussy, pushover. Uh-huh. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. We got silence is the answer. So that could be why people, you know, yeah, thought that somebody was weak because somebody, you know, wasn't speaking, or because somebody, you know, yeah, wasn't, like, yeah, like wasn't, like, entertaining, like, yeah, the BS. But when it comes to, yeah, like what is about to take place for somebody, I pick up that somebody, yeah, just needs to, yeah, like be quiet about whatever's about to take place for them. But I'm also picking up too, yeah, silence is the answer at this point. Yeah, whoever it is, they didn't want to listen, or yeah, they thought that they knew it all, and so yeah, they get what they get, and nobody cares if they throw a fit. Yeah, somebody just needs to remember, yeah, to show gratitude when you see what's coming your way. Somebody possibly, yeah, could try to reach out to somebody because they need some bail money. Yep. So somebody definitely is being told, yeah, like to trust your intuition when it comes to, yeah, like helping others. So somebody definitely, yeah, but we did pick up on, yeah, like somebody, like, yeah, asking somebody, yeah, for some help in the message earlier. Yeah, somebody's just being told, yeah, to stay in control as well. So I feel like somebody definitely is going to receive some information too. So that's why somebody's being told to, yeah, stay in control. It could have something to do with, yeah, some cell phone video evidence. So there is some type of evidence. That's why somebody's facing felony charges. There could be some cell phone video evidence of somebody, like gang stalking somebody. And then we have, yeah, the full moon. Today is the full moon. So, yeah, today could be somebody's vindication day out here. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, we got physical court. So somebody, could have to go to physical court. Somebody's being told to stay in control when it comes to, yeah, physical court. Because somebody definitely, yeah, they've been hiding some information out here. Or, yeah, going back, to, yeah, somebody, like told half of the group, a lie, you know what I mean? And, yeah, didn't tell the other half anything. Yeah, somebody's been hiding information. Whoever this is, yeah, they have no boundaries. They're out of control. It definitely, yeah, could be a lying side chick or a lying side dude or something about, yeah, a lying side. Somebody, was, yeah, set up by a lying side chick or a side dude. This definitely is a messy situation, for sure. And then we have, yeah, child neglect or abuse. So I was picking up on, yeah, CPS. Somebody definitely, yeah, somebody, yeah, they lied on somebody out here. It was a part of their hidden agenda. But I'm also picking up, too, that, yeah, a part of somebody's hidden agenda, is to try to, yeah, play catch up with somebody. So somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah, because there is somebody or some people that, yeah, they're about to receive, yeah, a healthy wake-up call, a much-needed wake-up call. There's some people that knew the whole time that there was some information that was hidden, or they knew the whole time, you know, that somebody was being gang stalked. They knew the whole time, you know, that somebody, you know, was being abused, or they knew the whole time, you know, that some stuff, you know, that was going on with somebody, you know, what's going on. Yeah. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep. And so whoever this is, yeah, they're in a lose-lose situation. But yeah, whoever, they knew the whole time, you know, that yeah, somebody was trying to, you know, put somebody in a lose-lose situation. But whoever these people are, they definitely thought that somebody wouldn't change, but yeah, somebody did. So at the end of the day, yeah, when it comes, you know, to somebody or some people, you know, like thinking, you know, that yeah, like their hidden agenda is gonna work, or yeah, like somebody, you know, is going to, you know, be put in a lose-lose situation. Yeah, wrong answer. And whoever these people are, yeah, they were fake from the beginning. So it's something about, yeah, like people, you know, trying to act like, you know, that, yeah, they love somebody or they have somebody's best interest at heart, but the whole time, you know, yeah, they were faking the funk. So there is somebody that definitely got themselves into whatever this is, and they got to get themselves out. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs some bail money out here for sure. Somebody, you know, could have some type of video evidence or of a child being abused or something like that. Somebody's brother is involved. I feel like it's somebody, you know, because going back to, like this is not your problem. So it goes back to, somebody realizing that, like there's some people around them that were fake from the beginning. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep. There definitely are some people that are stuck and are lost without somebody's energy, so that's why they want to play catch up. Yeah, whoever this is, they're surrounded by dark spirits. It's a manipulative cousin that definitely, is involved. It's family members that are involved for sure. Yeah. Somebody is a master of disguise. Somebody definitely, they thought that they were thinking that they were disguising themselves. And I feel like that, somebody already knew some stuff. Yeah, somebody already knows that, somebody or some people were fake from the beginning. Or, somebody already knows that, people were involved, going back, to, people, trying to, like act like that they don't have any strings attached to something. Yeah, we got a Cancer. So you could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart. But somebody definitely, somebody or some people took part in like some type of illegal activity out here. And so there is somebody that definitely, they like to play victim. They're forever playing the victim, and their show is over. Or it's people. Somebody's first, middle, last name can start with an H. Yep, but we got blessing in disguise. So the same blessing, that like somebody or some people blocked was a blessing in disguise. But I feel like that somebody dodged a bullet. Somebody, they were given a blessing in disguise. Or it was a blessing in disguise, for somebody, to not be, somewhere when something, like took place, But There's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, they're trying to, yeah, like seem unaffected by everything, you know, the, yeah, has been taking place. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be on H. Whoever this is, they definitely, yeah, they've been living with a large ego. So it goes back to, yeah, whoever it is, yeah, they're going through an ego death. We got a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And somebody has sexuality issues. So somebody needs to be aware. And I'm not saying, you know, the, yeah, like, you know, like somebody's sexuality preference, you know, is a problem. What I'm saying is somebody has sexuality issues. So they don't know what they like. And so that's a problem. So they could just be laying down with anything. You know what I mean? Yep. And so somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to lose, yeah, like their spirit, their physical freedom, but somebody could also be about to lose their spiritual freedom. So I feel like somebody, you know, just needs to, you know, like, yeah, like protect their energy. Because I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, could have went looking, you know, like for some information. And I feel like like they found out some information, but it's not the information that they wanted to find out. But somebody also knows that, somebody was a blessing that they fumbled, or it's many people that, they know that somebody was a blessing that they fumbled. Somebody, you know, they could possibly want to acknowledge their mistakes now, but it's too late. And so, when it comes, you know, to, what somebody, you know, is about to, what's coming somebody's way, somebody's being told to, remember, you know, to show gratitude when you receive what's coming your way. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.